A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They get 25 there. First down, Minnesota. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jackson from the shotgun. He got possession on him, and he pulls it in. And he'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards that time.
First and 10.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again, Jackson. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. From the gun, it's Jackson. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
And in the 25-yard line, the Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
Brings up second.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. This is caught. It's Cooks. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 43. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for first and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Behind the chain, second and 12. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packer.
Touchdown.
Aaron Jones, 45 yards. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. And we'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively. Ball at the 23, second and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 23-yard line.
Now Cook. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Carry.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. On third down, Jackson. And he finds Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Jackson. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, second and 10. To throw again, Jackson. And he'll find Hall. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of the times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on this good position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Again, Jackson. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete. Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. And Jackson throwing once more. And this is going to be intercepted. Well, it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Now it's 2nd and 9. All tied up, 6-6. Our score after 1.
21-yard line.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Here's Jones. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Aaron Jones.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Rodgers to throw on 3rd down. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately,
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Solomon Thomas. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. After the sack on 1st down, Jackson. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
the goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's a first down throw. It's complete. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. It's caught at the 10. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
At the 3-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Tyree Jackson making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to come from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st down, Packers.
On 1st down, Jones. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
With a handoff.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Green Bay.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Rodgers now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and it passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers, he's letting it fly for Cooks. Touchdown, Packers. Brandon Cooks, 39 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the 1st half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Troy, and he's able to get it back to right. Charles, how much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers have moved out in front. Crosby with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger mark.
Third time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll begin the drive to begin to Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 29-yard line.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
Green Bay.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's got room. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Packers add on to their lead. He's got the hat trick. 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Some early fireworks from this rookie quarterback getting the start in week 1.
And every time a rookie quarterback gets to start week 1, you and I both know the extra attention that comes with it. We know that he's going to throw the football, but will he make the right decisions? And in this case, with his legs, he showed the defense there's an extra dynamic to his game.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. To throw again. Jackson. Stepping up. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. That play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. But that's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there. Someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Rodgers to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Brandon Cooks. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Packers. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Now can they get that bad taste out of their rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Jackson on first down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw is Jackson, and a little floater there is incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Kenny Clark able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. I don't care if you're taking it in round one, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is will he be able to bounce back in the next one, because right now, this has not been his game.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking here for Smith downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Rodgers going to throw. Now he's forced out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Third down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now Rodgers. He's letting this one go for Fuller. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Packers.
The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. That's how we're one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? He said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. There's a Darius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. But he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Able to pick up a 12 and yards there on the scramble, but not enough. Fourth down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
44-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Troy Apke. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
On first down, Jones. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 39, Rodgers. And that's complete to Cooks. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Now Rodgers. And this is caught at the 8. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Packers 48, Vikings 13.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1, because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Jackson on 3rd down. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. He's got it. Complete. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jackson will throw again. And his throw here is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson setting up the screen for Cook. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. To throw again is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try to pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
This is it! This is it!
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Again, it's Jones. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. This one complete to Tanyan underneath. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It's a pickup of 6.
1st down, Green Bay.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Rodgers looking to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st down, Packers. Today's final score, Packers 48. it.